Hi, I'm Delusion Dispeller. I've been a life coach since 2006. I've been making videos since 2006 and helping many people. I live to help people. I care about each and every one out there. I do what I can. Yes, I fall short, definitely. I'm always learning and growing, always trying to better myself as a life coach and as a person. So thank you for tuning in. If you're new, I welcome you. Thank you so much for your comments, your questions. Bring them on. That's how I know and that's how I grow. All right, thanks for watching, and I am going to now talk to you about, we're still talking about threats, actually. Okay, so threats. Here's another one that a narcissist or an abuser might say. Come on, you know me. What do you think I'd want you to do? We talked a little bit more about that on the previous video, so you might want to tune into that one. I won't elaborate on that. Another thing, they like to impose their views on people. I told this story in a video a while back. My first ex-husband and I and the family used to own a restaurant. Now, I was married to him for 23 years. It was interesting. We won't get into that another day, another time probably, and you may ask questions, and I'll be happy to answer questions about my first marriage, my second marriage, and my current marriage. So just feel free, bring them on. I'm human. I made mistakes. They made really bad mistakes. I'm an open book pretty much. I mean, there's some things I won't divulge to protect people's, privacy. But for the most part, I can answer any question you have. If you've been curious about, well, what happened to this husband and how did that happen? Feel free to ask. You're not going to know if you don't ask, right? Okay. Anyways, I divert on that. The next threat. Better think twice, young lady. Oh, I'll get back to that story too. I was just telling you. I hate when people do that. They go off on this rabbit trail and then you never hear what happened. Pastors do it all the time. They'll be talking about blah, 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 and then this happened, and then that happened, and he said this, and they leave you hanging. And they're just using it as an example, and you're going, well, what happened? What did they do? What came next? It drives me crazy. So I'm trying not to do that to you. All right, so let me get through these threats, and then I'll tell you that story that I had told in a video years ago. All right, so better think twice, young lady or young man. Mommy's little boy, mommy's little princess, daddy's little boy, daddy's little princess. All of these can be used in a helpful way, or they can be used to manipulate and control. And we talked about the glare. So that brings me to my story. The story is, as I said, my ex-husband and family at the time owned a restaurant. It was basically a South Park mall type restaurant, food court thing. And so it was in the mall. It was a food court restaurant, hot dogs, hamburgers, tenderloins, whatever. We sold it all, even ice cream. And this little girl came up with her grandmother, apparently. And the grandmother ordered a certain burger or whatever. And she was ordering it for her. And the little girl said, no, I don't want a burger. I want ice cream. She said, well, what? You want ice cream? The little girl said, yeah, Grandma, I want ice cream. She said, you don't want ice cream. You want a nice burger. And she goes, no, Grandma, I want ice cream. I want strawberry ice cream. And the grandmother turned around, and I will never forget this because I about came over the counter and just jostled the woman out of her shoes, basically. She turns to the little girl, the granddaughter, and says, you don't want, honey, they don't have any ice cream here. They're all out. Oh, I was livid. I mean, there's a big sign with an ice cream cone on it that the girl could plainly see. It was exactly what she wanted. If you can't afford to buy it for her, then don't buy it and say, honey, I don't have the money today. Or if you wanted to come for burgers, you should have previously told the little girl, now we're just going for dinner. We're not having dessert. No, she didn't do that. She told her what she wanted. You don't want that. They don't have that. You don't want ice cream. You want a burger. Don't ever let somebody tell you what you want. That's ridiculous. You have a right to choose. And I'm sure those of you that were raised by narcissistic egg donor, sperm donor, quote-unquote parents, caregivers, you were told what you wanted. And guess what? As an adult, you can't figure out what you want because you weren't given the right to choose that. Oh, I was just so, as a life coach, as a person, as a human being, I was incensed beyond measure. So I ran out of time on this particular video telling my story, but I hope you get the gist of how narcissists can behave. I do have another video coming up. There's more, so do stay tuned. And as always, eyes wide open and moving forward. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next.